Hey, this is Laci, your Las Vegas gal. I'm here today bringing you another amazing local Las Vegas business owner. This is my friend Heather Toledo. She is from Be Simplified Company. So as you know, what we do on this channel is we're constantly trying to bring forth, awareness of new and local businesses that you can check out and how you can live your best Las Vegas life. So Heather is a professional organizer. She's an incredible human being. She's been a really big blessing in my life. We've met recently. Mm-hmm. We have a great time, and I've seen her do wonders for helping people get organized. So I thought I'd just invite her here today to just I want to learn a little bit more about your business, and then maybe we'll give you some tips on how you can get a little bit more organized to live your best Las Vegas life, I guess. Mm-hmm. So Heather, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, all right, so talk to me about Be Simplified Company. Where did the idea of starting your company come from?
Oh my gosh, when I was a little child. I always loved to organize things and office supplies. I know that sounds really strange, but
it's like Christmas when you get a delivery.
Yeah. Just like anything with compartments and like just ways to lay out things, color code things, alphabetize things.
Yeah.
Like, I really nerd out on that. So that is where it started when I was a child. I went to school and got my degree as a designer because I thought that was kind of the next best thing.
Yeah.
I got to design some really awesome properties here in Las Vegas and nationwide, and then decided I wanted to go back to my childhood dreams and become a professional organizer.
Awesome.
So,
when you tell people that you're a professional organizer, do they, you don't want to see my house? Is there like always the...
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They either say, oh, you don't want to see my house, or you need to come to my house.
Yeah. I know, I just told you basically I need you to help me get my house organized. Yeah. So how's it been going? I mean, you're a local Las Vegas business. You're an entrepreneur, which is really exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know you're just kind of starting to tell people about your business, right?
Yes. So up until now, I've kind of just been doing it for fun. Mm-hmm. And I just launched my social media actually a couple of days ago.
Woo!
And my website last week. So yeah, I'm basically just starting fresh.
Now you're starting to market. Starting to market.
I've done plenty of jobs. I've done lots of them for free. I've been charging for about a year now. So I've been doing it professionally for a year now.
Awesome.
Yes.
So what can you say about the Las Vegas community? How long have you lived here?
Almost 10 years.
Okay. And where are you from originally?
Mississippi.
Oh, so that's a little bit of a difference from Las Vegas.
A little bit.
I always like sharing with people who watch my videos and who come to my Instagram and who like to stay in tune with what's happening in Vegas. Just kind of what it's like here. What are the people like here? I'd love to get your opinion on that.
So it's a little warm.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's like 119 out today. Yeah.
That's the first thing I always say about Las Vegas. But it's beautiful and it's a dry heat. Apparently that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. Well, you just feel like you're cooking from the inside, not the outside. That's
correct.
The difference. Yeah.
Yes.
Like a good old turkey. Yeah.
Yes. I'm from a lot of humidity, so it's nice to be dry at least. But the people are actually really cool. I love the art scene here.
Me too.
I think it's super cool.
Yeah.
We've really started to see a sense of community, I feel like, within the past couple of years, actually.
I agree.
The night's coming really kind of added to that, and the readers are coming. So I think we're going to start to see more of like a Las Vegas community.
I agree. I was telling somebody recently, I meet with new business owners and small business owners, and there's always been a community here in Las Vegas. It's not been lacking, but you kind of had to build your own community. You kind of had to choose, okay, these are the people I work out with. These are the church people I hang out with. This is the park I go to. This is the dog park. Whatever you do, that became your community. It's not so much neighbors just, hey, can I borrow a cup of sugar? That's not really Vegas, although it's kind of evolving into that, which I think is really beautiful.
I think so too.
It's been kind of nice. Okay, so tell me about your services. So what is it that Be Simplified Company offers, which is, by the way, her company's name is Be Simplified Company. Check her out. What is it that you offer as from a services standpoint? Like, are you just the kind of person that descends upon a home and gets it dialed in? Or do you work hand in hand to teach people?
I prefer to teach people. I will come organize your home for you. It's still, you do still have to be present because I can't throw away any of your things.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, you would be glad. But it's typically a hands-on thing because the reason that I want to help people be organized is because I think it's healthy and I think it's really good for us inside and out. for many different reasons. So I don't want to just do it and even have you hire me to come back and do it again.
Right.
I'd rather teach you so that you can live that way, because I think it's a way of life, and it's a healthy habit.
Yeah.
And I like to help spread those.
I like that. Yeah. What I know you obviously have done your research and you're educated in this field specifically. What kind of weight does it carry when you're not organized, when you have junk and clutter and things like that? Talk to me about the physical, mental, and emotional aspects of that.
Oh my gosh. So one of the things that I've really, really realized is the way that I like to organize is I like to get rid of a lot of things that I don't use, that are not useful, or that just kind of sit around collecting dust, or they're broken and I'm probably not going to fix them. I like to get rid of a lot of that stuff first. So I'd say the emotional weight that those things carry, a lot of people don't like to get rid of things because it costs them a lot of money.
Sure.
They spend a lot of money on something.
Makes sense.
And you'll hear them say it, I'll never use it, but it was so expensive.
Yeah.
I'm
guilty of that, by the way.
Oh, I am too.
I have a pair of shoes in my closet I've still never worn, but they were so expensive.
Yes. I'm still guilty of it. So it's always a work in progress, like any healthy habit.
Right.
So people will not part with things because of how much they spent on it. But even just catching it in your peripheral as you're walking through your house, it just weighs really heavy on you. I think it subconsciously taunts you.
I think you're right.
And I think that we all need to just give ourselves permission to let those things go. Things that we've bought that cost too much money, things that people have given us that we kind of felt obligated to take.
Oh, girl, I got a whole garage full of that stuff.
Yeah. We're talking about that. So, I mean, I think it's time we just give ourselves permission to feel better.
Awesome.
And,
I love that. And I think you're right. As we were talking before we started the video about how, we have family members that like to gift you things because they think it would look cute in your house, or you have, that's my life, or you have, which is okay. Some of it does look good, but inevitably it ends up, where do I put this when the season is over and it's not Halloween anymore or whatever. So I think a lot of that, to your point, not only from an emotional standpoint, but there's like this guilt factor of like, whether you're guilty because you spent too much money on it, you feel guilty because you haven't worn it, you feel guilty because it's collecting dust, buyer's remorse.
That's a real.
So being able to let it go and feel the burn a little bit of, oh, I spent so much money on that and I literally just handed it to someone for free or for way less than I purchased it for, might be a good lesson and a little tick mark in your brain that stops you from doing that again. So
that is like the next happy accident that happens and kind of falls into place when you organize and get rid of things.
Yeah.
Is you stop spending so much money.
I would agree. I have a feeling though that like some people tend to do what I have a tendency to do. I'll get rid of a ton of clothing and then I'll go, oh my God, I don't have enough clothes. And I feel like I have to go buy again, and then I backfill. And so I've done that a few times in my life, but I think awareness is key. Having accountability too, maybe somebody in your home that isn't your husband or your boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever that is going to yell at you for buying new things, but someone that can go, do we really need that shirt? You just got rid of one that looked just like that. Maybe setting up a little bit of an accountability system could help too.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
It's better when you're all on the same page, especially living in the same house, even roommates.
Yeah. I love that. I love what your company stands for and how you really are about educating and helping people create better, healthy habits. It's not, hey, just hire me to come and spend a bunch of money with me. I love that your model is about creating a synergy and an educational process and healing people, really, more so than just let me make a quick buck on coming to organize your garage, because that's probably a far easier task, especially as an entrepreneur and as a new business owner.
Yes.
What made you decide to go that route? Obviously, I'm certain it's probably because of your values and who you are, but really, at what point did you make that click of like, no, that's not who I want to be. I really need to be this. And is there something that happened that maybe clicked for you that made you decide that?
So I always loved organizing because I think it's fun and I'm naturally good at it. I didn't realize how much it could help people. And I'd say I didn't realize how much I wanted to help people for a really, really long time until I actually did the 6-week challenge.
Oh, okay.
I fixed my nutrition and my health. I took control of my health a couple of years ago and started working with my local gym that helped me do that. And then I lost my job as an interior designer. We closed down my division, and I thought, this is when I want to organize everything. I took like 2 months off and I said...
Well, trauma does that, right? It makes you like, what am I going to do with my life?
I said, I want to relax. I want to go organize all these things that have been like taunting me for the past 5 years while I've been so busy with work. And I did all that and I thought, okay, I have to help everybody do this. It feels amazing.
That's awesome. Are there a couple of tips you can share with us today?
Yes, there are. So before I share my 5 for free tips, which is 5 tips that I'll just give anybody for free, I will share 2 really important notes. 1, don't go to the Container Store just yet.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's beautiful in there. I could spend hours in there. It's like Disneyland to me, but you probably have a lot of containers in your home already and that you might free up while you're organizing. So it's best not to go out and buy a bunch of stuff to store a bunch of stuff that you may not need to store. And then the second really quick note is, I mentioned earlier, please don't throw away anyone's belongings. Just because you're ready to let go doesn't mean that everybody in your life is. So
that's a good tip.
Start out by leading by example, see if they're on the same page as you, and if they're not quite yet, just lead by example. That's what I pretty much do for everyone. I don't force anybody to get rid of anything.
Those are really good tips. Like those are like mind, body, soul tips. It's like don't wreck your life because you want to get organized, and don't go buy a bunch of stuff you don't need because you're probably not going to need it.
Because you're trying to get rid of stuff that you don't need.
There's a kind of a saying that I'm trying to live my life by. There's a few, but you must do what others aren't willing to do in order to succeed and to be great, which is awesome. But the other one is stop getting ready to get ready. And I think that a little bit of going to the Container Store to buy containers to get ready, to get organized, is a little bit of getting ready to get ready.
I agree.
And it's you don't need to get ready to get ready. You just need to get busy.
Just do it.
Awesome. Are there any other tips you want to share?
So my 5 for free tips that I have really quickly. I'm going to have you start small. So I don't want organizing to overwhelm anyone. And
it can.
It can. If you're going to do your whole house, it's going to be a really long process. So start really small. Start with like a drawer or under your bathroom sink. Even your pantry. Pantry is probably as large as I would go. Allow yourself about 2 hours for a pantry, an hour for under the kitchen or under the bathroom sink, and then 15 to 30 minutes for like your junk drawer or bathroom drawer or something.
Okay.
And then you're going to want to take everything out, look through everything, get rid of anything that's expired, trash, not being used. And then you're going to clean, replace, and organize.
What's tip number 2?
Tip number 2 is to purge your belongings ruthlessly.
Okay.
That is what we were discussing earlier, how to get rid of stuff. There are lots of, I could go talk about it for hours. There are lots of tips and tricks on how to get rid of everything and organize everything from papers, how long you're supposed to keep papers.
Oh, girl, I need help with the papers.
Yes. How to get rid of emotional items. A lot of us kind of inherit items from loved ones. So there are tips to get rid of those because that's really hard.
Yeah.
So purge ruthlessly, and that'll really free up a lot of space, a lot of time, and a lot of energy.
Is there like a process that you go through, like, how I'm sure you've read them all. I know you know all of the organizing tips and tricks, but where you hold an item and if it doesn't this or that, like, is that silly? Joy. Yeah, you're like, does it bring me joy? Does this paperwork bring me joy? Of course it doesn't bring me joy. So how do you deal with that?
So I like the concept of what the book you're talking about. I did read that. And it's the KonMari method, and does this bring me joy? No, it's just a notebook.
Yeah,
it doesn't bring me joy, but it's useful and I need it. So I kind of like that with stuff like this plant, right? If I see this and I love it and I like the way that it looks, then I want to keep it in my home.
Right.
If it's just a plant that I bought for something to sit on the table, I don't really want to keep that.
Got it.
Because it doesn't actually bring me any joy. And it's not really useful.
Right.
It's a decorative item.
And it collects dust.
Yes. Okay. So I think that's mostly for like clothing, like special occasion clothing and decor items.
Got it.
Only.
All right.
Keep the useful stuff. Keep your spatulas. You need to flip your...
Right. Purge ruthlessly.
Yes.
But if you have 19 spatulas, which at one time I did have 19 spatulas. I moved It was not cute. And it was just 18 years of life and living, and I looked and I put them all out and I said, why do I have so many spatulas? Where did this come from?
Yes, that's another really helpful way to organize. I spoke earlier of just laying everything out.
Yeah.
So empty the drawer totally, put it in a clear viewing space. That's when you group like items together. And then you look down and you see, I have 19 spatulas.
It really happened to me. I'm really embarrassed to say that, but it happened.
Don't be embarrassed.
19. Yeah.
We've all had 19 spatulas of some sort.
Okay, good.
Yes. And then tip number 3, which we've also spoke on, is learn to say no. No thank you would be nicer, actually. To gifts, I ask my family to please not give me gifts during the holidays. Rather spend time with me. We go to lunch or take a walk.
Right.
Any of those things, those are more valuable to me. And if any of my family is watching this, sometimes I put the stuff in my suitcase, and then when I get home, I rehome it.
Yeah.
So
like how lovely I rehome it.
I rehome it either to the Goodwill or to someone who I know will put it to good use.
Right.
So it does get used, so thank you for that.
That was a nice disclaimer just in case they see this.
I want them to watch, but I also don't want to.
Yeah.
It's hard not to hurt people's feelings.
Right.
So also learn to accept no.
Yeah.
So when you're getting rid of things and you think, oh, I'll give this to so-and-so, it'll look cute on them. Please don't. Unless you know that person will really, truly enjoy what you're trying to give to them.
Don't make your trash someone else's trash. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for them to say no, and then you're just kind of perpetuating the problem.
I'm with you on that, and I'm pretty guilty of doing that as well to people. Sorry to anybody that I've done that to.
I normally just leave a box in the garage, and when my friends come out, I'm like, you can look through that box if there's anything you think you can use.
Yes. Otherwise, no big deal.
Otherwise, I'll drop it off.
Nice. Nice.
Yep. Number 4 is maintain. Spend 10 or 15 minutes a day just tidying up your spaces. I know that if I leave one fork in the sink, it is a free-for-all.
It goes downhill from there.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody, including myself,
yeah.
we feel like we can just start leaving the sink full of dishes.
Yeah.
But if I leave the sink clear and clean...
They don't want to be the first one to dirty it.
Correct. Yeah. So they're like, oh, somebody cleans this. Let me clean up after myself.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it works. And the same goes for countertops and tabletops. All of these catch-all kind of places. Every day, just kind of try to uncatch the items and disperse them how they should be in your home. Yeah.
I need a sign above my sink that says, "Don't if it's clean, leave it clean, and if it's not, you better not make it dirty."
Yes, exactly. And then my 5th and final tip is to ask for help. You don't have to ask me for help. As I said earlier, I'm not looking to make a quick buck. I'm looking for everybody to be healthy and happy. So ask for help. You can either hire a professional organizer, we're here, or ask a friend or family member. Lots of people are actually really good at organizing and getting rid of things. There are a ton of people that can see the value in something and see what it's kind of weighing on you emotionally. They just didn't opt to make this their career field. Yeah. So if you have help for a friend or family, ask them, and they can probably give you, like a different viewpoint on some things.
I think I'm really good. I'm sure most people are really good at assessing what other people are doing wrong and what other people need help with.
I'm great at it.
Yeah,
I do it
professionally. You made it your job. But truly, you can see, why doesn't she just get rid of that dusty blah 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 that's always been sitting there? When really sometimes you may not even you don't even see it anymore because it's been there for so long. So asking a friend, make somebody lunch or offer them cocktails to come over and help you go through your old books or your old shoes or whatever it may be, or you help me come and clean out underneath my cabinets. Make a fun day of it. I think that's a really good idea. But a friend can give you a completely different perspective because they organize differently than you do, and they don't see your stuff every single day.
Correct.
I love that.
And they can also say, why do you have 19 spatulas?
Yeah. Somebody could have helped me with that. That would have been really nice. I needed you in my life a long time ago.
I'm here now.
Awesome. Well, congrats again on your business. I'm really proud of you. It's been really fun getting to know you. If you can't tell, this woman is a bundle of energy and joy and super fun to be around. So if you're looking for someone to help you get organized, please go to besimplifiedcompany.com. Check her out, Heather Toledo. She's a doll face, doll baby. I love her. And otherwise, of course, please support local Las Vegas businesses. But if you just need tips and tricks or you have questions, they can reach out to you on social media and on the website.
Yes, I'm on Instagram and Facebook.
What's the Instagram handle?
Be Simplified Co.
Be Simplified Co. on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes.
And then it's besimplifiedcompany.com.
Yes.
Are there any last memorable thoughts you'd like to leave us with?
No, just be happy.
Thanks so much, and thanks again for coming in to join us.